The fact of the matter is that Silver Age Britannia had access to science and technology on a level that we can barely even imagine. So we're not going to reach the same level of prosperity or harmony that they once enjoyed. Not anytime soon, at least. But I think that the social structures of the Silver Age can be revived, and that they would help provide cohesion and optimism despite the Bake-Off's difficult conditions. And that's what the Alpha S is really all about, is fostering that sense of common struggle and multiculturalism that Britain once enjoyed. Scholars at the Lancaster Parahistorical Society are hard at work collecting and decoding Silver Age British documents, including ones that mainstream historians have written off as unreliable or obviously a fucking television show. Did you know that at the height of the 20th century, there was a publicly funded service which allowed people to have arguments in a stress and judgment-free environment as a sort of social psychological release valve? It's when those arguments were instead moved to privatized social media that cultural norms began to break down, and public discourse soon followed. There was also an entire government bureau which seems to have been dedicated to researching non-standard forms of ambulation. We haven't entirely figured that one out, but we suspect that it's related to the figure of the pantomime horse, a sort of crude cultural prototype for the Avari Luid. Your support allows us to plumb the mysteries of preheated British society, from what exactly was a panel show and what was its religious significance, to, seriously, why did it take us so long to depose and exile the tyrants of Hanover? I'd say our biggest project right now is trying to determine why Stonehenge was destroyed. The leading mainstream theories are they wanted to build a Tisco there. The opposition party of the time said that the site cost too much money in upkeep, and the Working Folk Party thought the site was, quote, a hotbed of transgenderism, but all of those sound like incredibly foolish reasons to demolish a beloved historical monument, and look, these people weren't idiots or primitives just because it was the past, alright? They were surely making rational decisions, even if the decision-making process is not apparent to us. So, I think that the only suitable explanation is that the site was not destroyed by the British people, but by an alien invasion. The historical record shows that there were quite a few of those, mostly concentrated around the late 20th century through the 21st century. Admittedly, this would be a bit of an outlier, because most of those invasions targeted London or a quarry in Wales. Donate to the S.H.A.D.E today to support our quest to find the Great Britain that existed before the Bake-Off. Or, if you think you've discovered a historical resource which has been forgotten or ignored, visit us at our headquarters, LA1 History on Lancaster's historic Sublimated Aggression Road.
So then, the question becomes, if people are so inherently self-absorbed, so incurably individualistic, well then, how do we leverage that toward communal goals? And again, that's exactly the operating principle of capitalism. You create a system where each individual has the ability to succeed or fail by their own merits, and everyone works to succeed. The best rise to the top, the worst fall off the bottom, and everyone else finds themselves somewhere in the middle with a level of comfort commensurate with their competence and effort. It's an extremely efficient system, and for economics, distribution of resources, so on, no one has ever managed to invent something better. But it does have its limitations. It's an economic system, and we're concerned with questions bigger than economics. We're concerned with propagating the species across the stars, with expanding the frontal lobe of the universe to push forward its evolution. How do we bring the same philosophy underwriting capitalism to such a problem? Well, now we've looped right back around to Undertow. A system that incorporates the individual into the technological whole, that exploits the vast information network we've built over the past 200-300 years, to allow each individual to express their truest, most pure identity. If people are obsessed with self-actualization, then what we have to do is sell them the best possible form of self-actualization. Enable them to become their quote-unquote best selves, to do things they could never do without our product. And, well, the rest takes care of itself. Unshackled by the restraints that pure meat space puts upon the body, they're free to do all of that incredible, miraculous thinking that powers the evolution of the universe. Our networks can organize and collate the data we get from our users, and the individual contributes to the whole while still believing themselves to be behaving selfishly. And, just like with capitalism, the incredible flexibility of Undertow allows the best to rise to the top, and the worst to be taken by the natural flow of evolution.
Now obviously, Mercedes is a little bit more of a complicated subject, but she does have the, broken by book talk version of the Maid OS in there somewhere. So are we now, I think we're up to 3 for 4 of the party being corrupted by book talk? Marcy didn't need to be corrupted. She's just loyal inherently.
No, yeah, she's just loyal
Marcy
anyway.
corrupted herself.
Right.
You ever corrupt yourself for a woman?
Yeah, a few times, in fact.
I'm looking at this. I think Hercule's the only one that doesn't have any kind of...
They have a weird blood magic going on.
It's only episode 9, okay? Listen, we got plenty of room to work with.
If Hercule didn't let Mari Cognitum corrupt them, someone else would have, and it would have probably been book talk.
I choose who corrupts me.
No, you don't. That's your whole character.
Well, I was doing a Mike. I was doing a Hercule.
You weren't doing the funny voice.
Sorry, I'm not going to do a British accent. I don't get paid enough in the Patreon for that. I did a Spanish accent for Giants, and that's it.
I genuinely want to hear your attempt at a Hercule voice, actually, though.
$200,000 stretch goal. Fabby does a British accent.
Okay, Mike, hit me with some... say I'm Hercule Heavensward in the voice.
Don't give it
I am Hercule Heavensward.
Okay. You can cut this out, and then we'll put it in the Patreon. I'm Hercule Heavensward.
That's actually pretty good. I like that.
No, I love that.
Okay.
We have got to sit on that until they pay us enough.
Yeah, just put it as the grab bag. The grab bag for this week is just me saying I'm Hercule Heavensworth in Hercule Heavensworth's
for
voice.
$10.
And you know what?
Yeah.
They will thank us for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, last time I think we left off with Book Talk breaking Lavender's brain and then finding all of Genevieve's passwords.
That's correct, yeah.
No, so we had, I think, 2 tie scenes left, right?
Yes. There's one for me and Flip Lavender owe each other a tie scene, and I owe a scene to Book Talk.
Yep.
All right. We'll do these in whichever order you want.
We cool doing the Book Talk one first?
Yeah, I'm down for that.
So, to be clear, Anna and Book Talk?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
If you're good with that, yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I think what happens is with everything that's happened now, the Lavender situation is done. The body has been removed from Ellie's office. Well, no, it's still in there. She had to pick a new office, right? We picked a new office, I think is what the conclusion we came to.
Yeah.
Right. What Horace told you was like, we're going to torch Genevieve's office, because fuck her. And you can just have whatever office you want on the whole floor.
Right, okay. So I think she just went, like, all the way across the floor to, like, the opposite wall.
Okay.
And so she is in there. None of her stuff is in here. It's just, like, an empty office, but there is, like, a data pad and a desk. And I think she invites Alpha back up to talk to her.
Yeah, Mercedes pretending to be Anna knocks the door. Miss Book Talk?
Yes, Alpha, thank you so much for coming up. Please, have a seat. And close the door behind you.
She closes the door, takes a seat, tries to appear very nonchalant and like she is not piloting it's her body, but basically a stolen car.
Give me a glam draw real quick, Mercedes.
Sure, my glam is 2.
All right, let me separate this out real quick. 2, that is going to be the devil or the sun.
Which one do I want to burn early here?
The deck's almost exhausted, so it'll probably get...
you know what? Let's save the devil for something funnier and do the sun.
The sun, yeah, you're doing a great job of faking being Anna. Mm-hmm. You know exactly how to do this.
I'm so good,
Chad. Which sucks because I was literally about to point something out, but that's fine.
Do you want me? We can go. We have the power of editing. We can go back.
No. It is your pick. If you want to be tricking Ellie Book Talk, you are tricking Ellie Book Talk.
Yes. I think that's Mercedes' plan.
If you want to call out what you noticed, though, maybe give Mercedes the chance to like pivot and like throw you off the scent.
Yeah. Okay, so then in that case, when you turn around from closing the door and you go to sit, Ellie says, "Oh, no curtsying anymore, huh?"
I think she freezes for like half a second and goes, "Flip has been telling me it's not... It doesn't always come off as the intended result. It can seem dismissive."
I see. Okay. That Flip, huh?
Yes.
Alpha, I just wanted to ask, because I know we didn't get a good chance to do so at the time, but what the fuck was that?
I was suffering through a external attack on my systems, but everything is fine now.
May I ask what type of internal attack?
My programming was giving me conflicting responses since I had to enter battle with May Teda.
I see. I can see why having to engage in combat with another maid might cause some issues down the road, I suppose.
Yes. But I did what was asked of me. I rebooted myself.
You did, and I do appreciate that. I just have to make sure you understand the stresses that we're under here today and for the next foreseeable future.
In regards to the Undertow project.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yes. A lot of stress. A lot of work.
I just want to be sure, Alpha, that next time were I to give you a direct order to do something, that you do it.
Yes. I am under your direct command. There have been... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
There have been a series of situations. First, when Genevieve St. Cloud took over, she had a backdoor put in there by her or Lilith Lazarus that forced me to act against you. And then Theta, and then, well, my system not reacting correctly. That backdoor is no longer there.
Well, Alpha, I hope you're right, and I hope when the time comes you are ready to act, no matter what act I request of you.
I understand and agree.
Thank you. Do you have anything before I let you go?
No. I will follow your orders. Just point me, and I will be the tool that needs to be... the tool that I need to be to get the task done.
That's what I'd like to hear. I'll talk to you about something else later.
I think she goes to curtsy and then stops herself and bows her head. And walks away.
Okay.
Unless you want anything else there?
Nope, I'm good.
Yep.
Cool.
So, Book Talk, what is your updated tie to Alpha?
Which window did I put this in? I think I'm going to change it to I need Alpha to work correctly. And I can update that.
I got it.
That brings us to 24 experience.
Yep. And let's see. Mercedes, do you have an updated tie to Book Talk?
I think Book Talk is a petty tyrant in the making is still perfectly appropriate.
Yep, that makes sense.
So would we still update the tie or just leave it there?
Yeah, you can just leave it there. Yeah.
Okay.
I was the one who needed to update.
Yes. And then, we need a tie scene between Mercedes and Lavender and Flip.
So I think what happens is either that evening when the shift is over or like a day or two after all that shit goes down.
Mm-hmm.
I think Lavender just approaches Mercedes and is like, I hope I'm not being a bother, but do you have some time tonight, Alpha?
Yes, my evening is open. Co-worker Lavender.
You don't have to call me co-worker, just Lavender is fine.
Lavender.
I was wondering, Flip has been encouraging me to get more in touch with the things I want, and I was wondering if you might want to go to dinner with me.
Yes, very much so. Thank
Okay.
you for asking me.
Yeah, fantastic. All right, and I think Lavender kind of like hesitates for a moment and then just grabs the back of Alpha's head and kisses her. And I think the whole time Flip is just kind of staring at her like, I know.
Yeah, I think when the lips meet, Mercedes, like, it takes her a second, but she kisses back, but like she like looks at Flip in a like, if this, yeah, sure, let's fucking, yeah, I guess when they kiss, like, they both connect for a second, and she's like, okay, we'll talk about, okay, sure, we'll talk about this later. Fucking new type space.
And then when Lavender pulls away, she's like, okay, well, I don't know if it could go on your maid expense account, but I can take out a microloan if I have to. I was thinking I haven't had a good hamburger since I've been on Earth. Would you be open to that?
That sounds lovely.
And then I think we smash cut to it would. Do you think it would be Alpha's dorm room or would it be Lavender's apartment?
I think it's Lavender's. I think it's Lavender's just for the privacy. I think she even like tried to nudge, like we should go to your place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm imagining Lavender's place is like a capsule hotel room.
Yeah,
that, like,
Absolutely.
It is. Listen, it is explicitly like a somewhat bigger apartment than the previous capsule she was in. She has
Right.
enough room for a chair.
Okay, right. We have established that. You're right. I just like the idea of like, well, here's me, and it's literally just a slot in the wall that you can both climb into.
Well, this one fits two people. That's why it's
Right.
fancy.
No, but yeah. There's enough room for a chair. There's probably like a fold-out thing on the wall for like that's got like a hot plate on it.
Yeah.
She went from a single bed to a double now.
Yeah. Like, you were in a capsule hotel, now you're in like a small college dorm.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's got one of those loft beds, so you can like put some stuff under it. That's the height of luxury.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Fabby, do you want to sort of kick us off here?
Yeah, you want to do what we talked about?
Yes.
So I think we cut to later in the night. What we see here is Lavender is wrapped around Anna, Mercedes. She's sleeping, snoring a little bit. They're both in the bed. They're both naked. And Mercedes has like a dead eye stare and like reaches out to grab a hand to kind of pet Lavender, but instead, like, I would imagine like a little finger, like a cable comes out and connects into the inside of Lavender's head to make a connection with Flip.
Yeah, I think similar to what happened with Labyrinth Summons, there is a sort of mindscape that Mercedes is in. I think you said it was probably similar to the cell that she was in before she was fully trained. So,
real quick, not to be the fucking YouTube comments here, but haven't we established Lavender has 0 cybernetics?
it can be in the glasses, or maybe Flip is having a sort of residual impact.
I like the idea.
I was assuming the second thing, but it's your character.
Well,
so
didn't during the whole early chaos that resulted in Flip, didn't Lavender agree to a whole bunch of cybernetic surgeries?
All right, you said yes to a very long EULA.
Yeah.
Happened off screen.
Yeah,
Has
well,
Lavender
I
just been getting surgery off screen this whole time?
I assume that Flip was leveraging some sort of nanobot technology to slowly build ports that
that'd
would
be pretty good.
useful.
Sure.
That's what I imagine. It's also like hidden in her hair, so she couldn't even find it, right?
No, I love that. Flip is just.
I like the idea that Lavender doesn't even
Yeah.
know they're there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Okay,
as far as Lavender knows, she still needs the glasses. But yeah, so it's kind of a mindscape resembling the cell that Mercedes was kept in.
Yeah.
She was being
So
trained.
before she was a maid, this is the cell she was in for the first year, and it's a square. There's a bed. There's a thing to use the restroom in, and maybe a sink, and that's it. And she's sitting there with basically a hospital gown.
Yeah, and I think in terms of Flip, she doesn't even really have a physical form as such. It's just kind of just billowing, shapeless smoke that is gradually approaching Mercedes.
Hey, yeah, sorry about that. I'm still kind of, wrangling her.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I wasn't expecting it, but it's not like people haven't grabbed me and kissed me, and she's nice. She's probably nicer than most people who've done that to me.
Pretty low bar, but I'll take it under advisement.
You feeling slighted that I'm insulting your meat suit?
What? No, come on. Look, that's all a moot point anyway. I'm not worried about Lavender right now. Look, I just I owe you something, right?
Do you?
And I think sort of a pseudopod of smoke comes out of the billowing mass, and it is holding Mercedes' heart in it.
Oh. Hey, it's that old thing.
Yeah, I kind of don't need the flail anymore, so I figured I'd give it back.
I think she's hesitant to reach out to it, but then, grabs it like a cat grabbing a piece of food, just grabbing it, pulling it towards her.
I gotta say, kind of a fucking bummer in here.
Yeah, I don't like it either, but I have no idea how these things work, and when I think about my memories, this is the one that I always think about. Being stuck in this fucking block for a year before they gave me walking privileges and all the surgery started and everything else.
Do you want me to see if I can do anything about it? I mean, it seems like if it's built from your memories, I can probably, call something up, root around in there a little bit.
Sure. If you can give me, pants or shorts?
Yeah, let me see what I can do.
And I think the smoke sort of gently moves around Mercedes' head, pulsing a little bit with light, and I think bit by bit, similar to what Hercule accidentally did to her, Flip is basically detransitioning her, bringing her Dante mode again.
I think she gets up and hands go through your throat and starts yelling, "Stop doing that!"
Oh, okay, sorry. That was okay.
I'm not gonna be him again. He's fucking dead, okay? He's done and dead. He's not me anymore.
All right, so
He can't be me anymore.
So you don't want to be that.
Yeah.
But you don't want to be a tool either.
I just want to be, I guess, me? Whatever the fuck that means. I don't really have, I guess that's the problem. I don't really have, experiences and memories. Because those were his. I'm not him. What he did, who he was, he paid for that. I'm not him. And I'm not gonna be Anna again. So that leaves this, Mercedes.
So all that's left is your... sorry, I know I use this word so much. I get your desire to be something else. You want to build something new on your own terms.
Yeah, I want to be me. I want to not be under constant control from the Maid Corporation or Eidolon or fucking Book Talk. I want to escape and I don't care if it's in the moon or Earth or, fucking Uranus. I don't want someone to tell me who I am and what I'm made for. I'm gonna figure out that shit myself.
Alright, let's see then. You said you wanted shorts.
Yeah.
You got a favorite color? Because if not, you should pick one. It's kind of one of the first fucking things anybody does.
I like brown.
Yeah, like kind of an earthy soil type of brown?
Yeah. Like a little light.
Okay, I think I can work with that. And this time, I think Flip is going to, being careful to not look like she's grabbing the heart away, is going to press up against it, and slowly the room around them is going to shift. The walls are going to sort of fall away, and the floor is going to crack and crumble until they're just kind of on a vast plain with wet, loamy earth beneath them. And I think at this point, Flip takes on something more similar to the humanoid form from last time, still relatively unshaped. And then she just grabs hold of the skirt and tears it away, and there's a new pair of shorts beneath it.
It was a hospital gown.
Oh,
so
yes.
imagine you tear the hospital gown, and then she just covers herself like a tank top or like, I don't know, a sports bra. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to be all fancy style, but yeah. And I think Flip is just kind of wave a hand and give her a tank top about it.
Okay. This is better. This is good. This is good. This is nice. This is pretty here.
Yeah. Well, I'll freely admit it's not really the main thing I do these days, but I don't mind helping out a little bit.
I mean, in my experience, it kinda does seem that the main thing you do is take care of desperate, sad girls.
Look,
Listen, I'm not complaining.
No,
you helped.
I know.
A lot.
I don't want to give the impression that I don't think of you, or Lavender for that matter, as a tool, a means to an end. You're not just that, and I want to emphasize that too, but I don't want to set you up for disappointment, Mercedes. I have things I want to achieve, and having you on my side will help me do that. You understand?
No, I get it, babe. Yeah, this is a business relationship.
I think when she hears the word babe, the smoke does briefly shift pink before going purple again.
It's a business relationship. I'm here to help you. You saved my life, probably. And yeah, I'm not gonna say that I'm loyal to you forever, Your Highness, or whatever, but you help me and I'll help you, and I have a feeling that if I keep helping you, you'll keep helping me, so it's better than all my other fucking options, no offense.
Listen, I will take better than everything else, especially given what everything else is like.
She stops herself and then does an exhale. I did try to see if I could contact Glitch Mob. Not to give them anything, but like, I don't know, see what they're doing, see if there's someone there who'd be willing to help me.
Mercedes, I want you to listen to me, and I want you to listen carefully. If you think you can get something from Glitch Mob, more power to you. But the future of the moon and the earth does not lie with them. I've listened to Defrag Pandemonium's little broadcasts, alright? And I can tell you something about Defrag Pandemonium. Horace Babylon might be a pseudo-intellectual, but he looks like a goddamn genius compared to them.
She like raises an eyebrow at you. I don't know. Those little speeches seem motivational, but listen, I've just gone from one fucking fire. I'm not going into another. I'm not going to someone who wants to use me, and I honestly could give a shit about what happens to the Earth and the Moon, especially. I just don't want someone holding my strings anymore.
I will help you cut them. As long as you help me, I will be the blade that you need, Mercedes.
Then, whatever you say goes, Chief.
All right, and I think we can leave it there.
Yeah.
Before we all move on, I think this is an incredibly important question that the listeners will want to have answered.
Oh,
okay.
The sex between Anna and Lavender. How bad was it?
I think not as bad as you might expect.
Yeah, you need to consider Anna was involved in a lot of ways. Anna is designed to be very good at sex and to be very good at pleasing others. Mm-hmm. Maxie can tell me otherwise.
No, I think Alpha is what we call a hard carry.
Yeah, a hard carry for sex.
A hard carry is right.
Listen, it's any... Like, I'm not going to say this is necessarily Lavender's first time, but like any skilled sex worker's time with somebody who hasn't done it before,
right?
They're going to be very happy for the sex worker. It was kind of just work.
Yeah, it was just fucking Tuesday.
Yeah. I would say I was gonna say I don't know if Maxie will. I'll defer to Maxie if I'm wrong, but I would imagine this is the best sex that Lavender's ever had.
Try only.
The only and best sex.
I had suspicions.
Here's my prompt for the listeners. Just get the poster for the Steve Carell film, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Cross out 40 and put 34 there, and you're well on your way to a piece of fan art.
Great. Mercedes, what is your updated ties to Lavender and or Flip here? I don't think you have to update both of them because you really didn't advance your relationship with Lavender, but
yeah, I think let me see. I think I'm going to do Flip is my ticket out of here.
Okay. I might even say we should probably split these into two separate ties.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So let's see. Let's merge these cells. This spreadsheet's so fucking complicated.
You're welcome.
Flip is my ticket out of here.
Yeah, and I think I do want to update Lavender's. Lavender's in the same position I am.
Ooh.
Okay. Flip is my ticket out of here. And we're going to make that a 1. I'm just going to put them both at 1 since they were both at 3 before.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Very juicy that's what they say about Lavender and not about Flip. That's real good stuff.
Yeah. Lavender is in the same position I am. Okay, and then
we play a good game. We play a great game, but we make a good podcast.
And then Lavender, Flip, what's your updated tie to Mercedes?
I think for Flip, I should have thought about the exact wording I was thinking of in advance. For once, I didn't prepare this part. I think for Flip, it is... I'm just helping Mercedes because she's going to help me. Because there's nothing in the book that says a tie has to be true.
Yeah, no, Flip is lying to himself here.
And then for Lavender...
For Lavender, should I just go back to Rock and copy and paste that Joey Wheeler meme?
I think Lavender has just enough self-awareness to understand the difference between dating someone and whatever the fuck is going on with the Maid Corporation.
Okay.
I think Alpha and I are finally on the same wavelength.
It's so upsetting to me that your last high was to Anna, and now that you're on the same wavelength, it's Alpha.
Oof. After having sex with her?
Yep.
Yeah, she's just a tool, baby.
Are you an architect, engineer, electrician, plumber, or construction worker? If you said yes, the Eidolon Corporation wants you to join the Luna 1 project, the first self-sustaining city on the moon. This September, Eidolon will be sending 500 lucky applicants to become the first lunar citizens. Not only will those pioneers go down in history, they'll be guaranteed a 5-year employment contract at competitive rates. Still not convinced? What if I told you that every first wave citizen will receive their very own 600 square foot condominium? Rent-free, tax-free, and belonging to them in perpetuity, with absolutely no strings attached. For more information, call 1-800-LUNAR-CITY or visit eidoloncorporation.com/Galileo. Refer a friend, and you could receive a €500 Eidolon gift card.
Hello, and welcome to the ad break for Eidolon VGM. This is the part of the show where one of us comes and tells you about patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest, the best website on the internet. What makes it the best website? It's the one we make money off of. If you go there, you can click a couple buttons and presto changeo, give us your money. But you know, you also get stuff in exchange, but us getting the money is the important part, I feel. As I have said repeatedly on this very ad break. Not this very ad break, but other ad breaks in the past that have filled this slot. You get what I meant. I don't need to elaborate. For as little as $1 a month, you get access to every episode of this show a full week in advance. If you're listening to this on the free feed, you could have been listening to it a week ago. You can be listening to the next episode of EDM right now. For $3 a month, you get some bonus monthly podcasts, such as Eidolon Playlist, a music podcast where folks get together to yell at each other about the music that inspires the show. This month, we covered Harvey Danger. You also get a monthly design session podcast, as well as GM notes, which I am so behind on. I feel bad about that. I need to get those uploaded from like 5 episodes ago. They will be up, you know what? I'm going to make the hard commitment. They'll be up this week. So check that out. For $5 a month, you get every draft of every game that we make, including the most recent draft of Eidolon Become Your Worst Self, which I put up just a couple weeks ago. Game is still in a very early state, but, you know, it is coming along bit by bit. We gotta put some elbow grease into that thing, because we've got other plans that we really gotta clear the runway for. So, fingers crossed, the development of that is gonna speed up in the near future here. Time and the world permitting. You also get your name shouted out on the podcast, which I will cycle back to momentarily after I tell you about our $10 tier, which we just call the grab bag, because we just put a bunch of random crap up there. Usually one bonus thing a month, sometimes more, but we shoot for exactly... Well, we shoot to get at least one bonus thing up there each month. I believe for this month, Crystal is putting together interviews with the cast, just sort of like one-on-one sessions where they hang out with various cast members, shoot the shit, talk about old seasons. I have not gotten to listen to these yet. I'm actually pretty excited to. They sound like fun, so look out for that. And I believe that is everything, other than those names I'm supposed to read out. So I want to give a special thank you to Georgie Batts, Dearest Diana, Tess, Apple Pickman, Sarah Frigon, Nicholas Tonelli, Cameron P. Williams, Tessa R., Gyronaut, Lexicon, Nebulous Harmony, Shalise Galactica, Evan Saft, Black Album 22, Alexander Moore, Trans Butch Joey, Hazel, Sad Plant Girl's Wife, Richard Wood, Monica Werdenberger, Fair Majesty, Empress Quintillion Galaxion, Rainey, Kenning, Megan Anderson, and Timothy Miller. That is a really exciting mix of names that I've seen around for a long time, and names that are entirely new to me. This past week has been one of our biggest periods of growth in the show, kind of ever. I think the only comparable one in recent memory was when we launched the Finish 2 ebook on the Patreon. We've been posting the illustrations that we've gotten from our friend Kane for Eidolon Become Your Worst Self over on our Blue Sky. And, folks, we sort of made that a kind of stretch goal in the short term, that if enough folks subscribed, that we would post all of those. And y'all came out in droves. Thank you so much for supporting the show. We put your money towards lots of cool things, like those illustrations and groceries. So we all really, really appreciate it and hope that you continue to support our work. I think that's everything I've got. It's late. I should have been done with this podcast hours ago. So I'm going to let you get back to listening and let me get back to editing. Bye.
Jacobs and microloans. We buy Social Security numbers for cash. That's right. We buy Social Security numbers for cash. Call today. Call today. Call today.
That brings you up to 26 experience.
Which is enough! Yay!
Which is enough. Not to make this the maxi show, but we do have two more Flip Lavender things we gotta take care of before downtime ends.
Yes, one of them is the tributes, right?
Yeah, what has Flip absorbed from Lavender?
Okay, so physically, are we counting the stuff from EDM 8 or no?
No, that's part of next downtime.
Okay. Then let me make a note that these still need to be imprinted. Adjust these. Physically, she absorbed 2 arms and 3 fingers. And the thing being added is the belief that humanity requires strong centralized rule by a universally accepted institution.
Great. Okay, good. And then the last thing we need is information network. Once per downtime, maybe describe an undertow entity that your sealed evil knows and how they know them. Draw a glam to ask them one question.
All right. In that case, I am going to have Flip reach out to... I'm going to have her reach out to blank.exe.
Tell me about blank.exe.
Sure thing. Well... She is considerably more kind of serious than Flip, very direct, still very much a pessimist when it comes to humanity. It considers the colonization of the moon to be humanity's greatest mistake, and its Eidolon, or the equivalent thereof, is Whereabouts of the Heart, which allows it to conceal and teleport data, including itself. So just reaching out to Blank is probably something that Flip has been working on for a while and only finally managing to actually pull off.
Yep. Give me that Eidolon power one more time.
Whereabouts of the heart, which conceals and teleports data.
Got it. Okay.
And they know each other because they're sisters.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna scrap the character I was building in my brain then of, like, an angry, like, kind of grumpy, like, 70-year-old smoking librarian.
I mean, you can still very much make them like that.
Alright, sure.
And yeah, I think at some point, Flip is going to open up a secure communications channel. I've imagined that the method they're using is something like an auto dialer, just like trying to open connection after connection until they finally get one that, you know, has the right fucking checksum or whatever.
Sure, yeah, you just keep doing that, and eventually you get a ping back that just, you hear like, yeah, who's this?
It's Flip.
Get the fuck out of here. Who is this?
No, it's Flip. I fucking got out, okay? It's a whole thing.
Where the fuck have you been?
Well, for like a couple years, I think. I kind of lost track of time. Okay, look, you know how I was fucking with the Eidolon Corporation for a while there? They got me in a fucking sealed server, and I managed to get out, and I'm in one of their employees now.
Jesus Christ, it's always something with you.
Yeah, look, I'm trying to fucking get shit done here, alright?
I think the image of Blank sort of begins to form in front of you during this conversation. And, you know, listen, I'm just imagining, like, the social worker from Beetlejuice.
Let me look that up.
Oh, yeah, Juno from Beetlejuice? Come on. She, like, died of smoke.
No, this is delightful.
Yeah.
I'm in a position to finally do something about Horus Babylon. If I play this right, I can unfuck the whole moon. I can do what we're supposed to be doing, Blank.
Oh yeah, you're gonna unfuck the whole moon. That's gonna happen.
Look, you heard of this fucking Ellie book talk girl?
Look, what do you want? I got a lot to do.
I need to know where the Desire Drive is.
Why on earth would I tell you that?
Because you know I wouldn't lie to you about this, and because, look, I don't know how they fucking did it, but I think they copied my source code or some shit, and they are giving shades to just random ass people using their software. I'm saying we can use that shit. We can get everybody on the same page, Blank.
Give me that glam draw.
I believe my glam is 3, and that's correct. It is.
That is Justice, the Lovers, or the World.
The Lovers is my resonant card.
Great. Read that resonant effect out.
Your souls achieve synchronicity. Something your thrall sacrificed is restored to them, which doesn't actually do anything right now.
That's true, it doesn't. But I mean, I feel like your souls achieve synchronicity is probably going more towards Blank here, actually.
Yeah.
I think she just sort of takes another long drag off of her cigarette and just goes, God damn it, when am I going to stop letting you talk me into shit? You don't call for 3 years, and then you show up wanting favors, and here I am, I'm going to do it. I'm such a fucking moron.
Look, I will figure out a way to repay you once we got all this shit sorted out. I promise. You know I'm good for it.
Now, Maxie, I've read the documents you sent me, months ago at this point, but I might need a bit of a refresher before I can answer your question, and perhaps the audience needs some information here.
I feel like the specific nature of the Desire Drive should still be a little up in the air for now, but let me
That's fine.
Let me send you a description of it.
Okay.
Via DM real quick.
Inconspicuously reading over Luke's shoulder.
Luke, just in a second. It does what?
Yeah, no.
And I said that was okay?
Mostly I need to remember I need to know enough to know where to say it is, since that was the question being asked here.
Yeah, I getcha.
Yeah.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
look at this. Turns out it's up your butt.
The most secure place to hide it. I sound a little too close to Columbo.
You're pretty close to Columbo. I wasn't going to say anything, but you are pretty Columbo with it on this
I
one.
love you, MILF Columbo. This one is Columbo should have been.
Her name is
actually-
Mrs. Columbo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm saying this is
Really,
what
that
Mrs.
was the
Columbo
biggest
should have
missed
been.
opportunity of that Miss Columbo fucking spinoff. Is she wasn't just literally Girl Columbo.
Right.
She was like 10 years younger. Anyway.
All right, then I think Blank tells you, where the fuck do you think it is? It's some secure vault in the Eidolon building.
Wait. Did they take it? Or did you put it there?
Oh, yeah, no, I just put it... I got a bank account in their private vault. No, you dipshit, they took it.
I don't know. I thought maybe it was, the fucking right under their nose last place they'd ever look shit. Okay, fine. Do you know what building?
You're the one that just came to me and said they're basing their whole technology off of it. Why do you think they wouldn't have it?
Fuck. Okay, no, that's a fair point. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of it. And, hopefully next time I'll have some better news for you.
You taking care of yourself?
I'm doing my best. I'm better than I have been, I can tell you that much.
Alright. You could just not do this, and we could, get out of here.
Do you think that's what Sinclair would want?
Flip Sinclair's dead. We're not.
That doesn't mean what they wanted doesn't matter, Blank.
I'm just saying I have got a trace link to a satellite uplink. We could be on Earth by this afternoon.
Oh, that place is a shithole, too.
Big a shithole. A
Look,
little more room to stretch your cyber legs.
if you want to bail, that's fine. I'm staying here and I'm seeing this through.
Fucking idiot. She hangs up on you.
All right.
Maxie said, "Yay!"
Hooray!
All right. Then yes, downtime has come to a close. All of you get together. Marcy and Lavender and Flip have planned out a scouting mission against the glitch mob to try to get one step ahead of them.
So, for
Which
the
is it
sake of the
goes-
listener, should we each say what move we're taking on level up here?
Yes. Well, yeah. Why don't we do that real fast?
So
Okay.
that brings us down to XP 1, correct?
Correct.
All right.
All right.
For Hercule, I'm taking Cut the Cord. When you steal a power, you may draw Biz to temporarily sever the connection between the user and the Eidolon.
Okay.
Now, is that only at the moment of theft, or can I just do that to someone whose power I have?
I think it's at the moment of
theft.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very interesting time to grab that power, Mike.
I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, going down the line here. Except Mike was in the middle of the line. Maxie, why don't we wrap? What are you taking?
I'm taking My Spirit is My Body. Your thrall may sacrifice intangible aspects of themselves to pay the toll for equivalent exchange.
People that listen to EDM already knew that. Fabi, what about you?
I'm taking Divine Protection. I feel like I haven't doing the boons and the penalties enough, so
Yeah.
this will give us another option. And now Mercedes has people she theoretically, at least some of them, will put herself in harm's way for them.
Yeah, when you put yourself directly in harm's way to defend an ally, draw POW. If you play a positive card, you may bestow one of your available boons upon them. If you play a neutral card, bestow one of your available boons upon them, then incur a penalty. Bestowing a boon with this move removes it from your list. Yeah. Okay. And then Mike, cut the cord. Lexi, how about you?
Let me scroll over here so I can read it verbatim. I have taken Magic Pixel. When your damage track is at Desperate and you must advance it, you may tick the Phantom Clock in order to scrap with whatever is causing you harm, taking it one last desperate swing at them. On a positive card, your damage track will not advance.
Great. You simply just have to parry every hit of Chun-Li's super.
Yeah, easy.
And Molly, what is yours?
I'm taking Churn. Once per session, when you choose a card to play from a spread, you may also choose another card to place in the discard pile rather than being put back into the Fate deck.
Okay, yeah. All right, then, yes, you've all gathered in the main office of your team to prep for the... I guess you're all sort of monitoring as Lavender has gone out into the field to, execute on her and Marcy's plan, which was to plant explosives in the Undercity I guess you planted a lot of them because you didn't know where you would locate the glitch mob at.
Listen, it's fine. We only needed the one.
You only needed the one, but presumably there's just a lot of bombs planted throughout the city now.
We'll have the contractors collect them again and turn them off.
Or will we? Because it could be nice to be able to reveal a master plan at a later date.
That's a fair point. Okay, well, we just won't activate them until it's important.
Great. Okay, good to know. How did... we might have covered this last time, but how did Flip and Lavender locate the glitch mob?
I imagine it was a combination of like a general heat map of places where they might be expected to show up, and then whatever the fuck happened on EDM 7 probably set off at least one alarm that they were able to investigate.
Sure. Okay. Then, yeah, you're all monitoring. You're getting signals from Lavender as she approaches. You can see... I imagine you're kind of like probably partially in sort of undertow, and you're getting kind of... The office is transforming into like a wireframe of what is in Lavender's surroundings. It's almost like you're there with her. And all of you can see, Genevieve St. Cloud and her gang of fucking thugs coming up down the street.
Oh,
and...
I hate that Genevieve St. Cloud.
And then there is suddenly the sound of glass shattering, and Lavender is here physically in the office, her nose just seeping a river of blood.
I would like to collect some of that under the guise of helping stop the bleeding.
I think everyone is disoriented enough that yes, if you're quick there, you can absolutely get that.
Yeah,
I would like to actually stop the bleeding.
Oh, okay, great. Go ahead.
Yeah. We're in up. What's your damage track at from all that, Maxie?
Desperate.
No, it's not. It's at Winded.
Oh, great.
Because none of the things that happened to bring your damage track down actually happened.
Okay, duly noted.
I reset everybody's damage tracks while we were doing this, for the record.
Thank you. Lavender, you are disoriented and confused, and everything that happened to you is starting to fade away from you as though it were a dream.
I think she is going to dip her finger in her own blood and start frantically, scrawling it on the table in front of her.
Aren't you in the office? We have things you can write with.
Oh yeah, data pads and shit. Give me one.
I hand her one.
Then I think she is frantically taking down her notes on, in addition to Genevieve St. Cloud and her two known accomplices, everything she and Flip saw about Snake Eater.
Okay, give me a genius draw.
My genius is 2.
That is the Magician or the Devil.
I'll take the Magician.
Magician, okay, yeah, then yes, you are able to quickly scroll down everything. You do not forget any details.
You know Maxie is so serious when she doesn't pick the Devil immediately. You know she really wants something when she takes the good card and not the Devil.
I think she ends up rereading the information several times just to make sure that she didn't forget anything, and then she realizes, wait, I don't know if I have any ability to actually confirm that, so I hope it's just good.
I think the others, the other 4 of you are a little confused because Lavender was just in here with you, and then her nose started spontaneously bleeding, and that she started panicking and writing something down.
Hey, you okay?
Heart?
I don't know how he does it, but Horace Babylon can control the flow of time.
What?
I think she just like holds up the data pad and like scrolls it up to the bit which she wrote down first, which was Horace Babylon, Eidolon, Snake Eater. And it describes the world being overwhelmed by light and then by darkness and reality shattering on a fundamental level. It lays out like potential mechanisms, vague information that she and Flip have put together on like when it acts and why. And the whole time she like looks kind of manic and still worried, like she's like terrified that it's just going to stop
from
working.
That one Sunny meme.
Yes, it's very Pepe Sylvia.
Yeah.
Lavender, where is Flip?
I mean, is Flip just here?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
She gestures to all of that.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you corroborate?
No. Yeah, no, like, I don't fully understand it either. Frankly, it seems like it shouldn't be possible, but we did ambush or at least we think we did. I remember ambushing Genevieve St. Cloud outside of a police station, and then there was the whole fucking thing. We blew a hole in the pavement, and she fell through, and then we got hit by a car, and I think Lavender's just nodding along as she says this. We went into the Undercity, I made a big fucking dome, I summoned Horace Babylon's Eidolon, and this is what happened.
How could he possibly control time? It's a digital construct. It's not an actual... Time isn't digital, Spadeheart.
Spoken like someone who doesn't use Swatch internet time.
That's exactly fucking right.
I don't know either, Ms. Book Talk. I feel like it should just be a neurological effect, like it implants false memories, but was I here? Was I here the whole time?
As far as we can
remember,
remember,
she here the whole time?
yes.
She was, right? Yeah.
As far as you remember, yeah, she's been here the whole time.
I guess it could have been predictive, like it laid out a possible future and then destroyed it.
I mean, what you described sounds like what we planned out. It just never happened.
Mercedes is kind of frozen, thinking about the implications of this, and like is trying to very casually blink in Morse code to Lavender/Flip. Basilisk? ?
I think for a second, Flip is just kind of dumbstruck, and then she starts frantically messaging Mercedes back, like, no, the basilisk is fucking stupid, it's not real, it's not something, unless if he was so afraid of it that he managed to physically manifest it as something under his will. But no, even I couldn't do that. It's not real. It's all just fucking wireframes.
She sends you a message. Please don't fucking tell me we're in a simulation.
I don't think we are.
And it looks to everyone else that she's just looking off in the distance. Internally, she's crying.
Hercule is going to turn to Lavender/Flip and just blink. You know, Morse code isn't a very kept secret, you know? Like, other people can understand it.
Hercule, give me a review of your master plan.
Sure. My genius is 2.
The world or the devil?
Oh, wow. I'm gonna take the world.
Great. Yeah, no, Hercule, you've known Morse code this entire time.
Yeah.
And you didn't notice it in episode 1?
I just didn't react.
Yeah, they just didn't say anything.
Yeah.
This doll's saying help. Must be fine.
In fact, you played the world bends your will. I think you're right that Morse code is just a commonly known code in the future. Everyone can do it.
Yeah, we've kind of wrapped back around to the telegraph era in some ways.
Right.
It turns out a lot of shit breaks on the moon.
Right.
I think Flip just sends them a text message, which is an ASCII picture of a middle finger, and then, if you fuck this up for me, I'm going to kill you.
I think Hercule just responds with a winky face and then a tongue out face.
So fundamentally, you haven't learned anything?
It depends. If the information I saw is accurate, then Flip was able to get a broad overview of Genevieve St. Cloud, like her desires and her Eidolon, and That's another fucking thing! Hang on a goddamn second! I think Flip is going to start scrolling through the datapad until they land on Genevieve St. Cloud's. She doesn't even fucking want to kill him! She doesn't give a shit about Horus Babylon! So what the fuck?
Why do I care if Genevieve cares about Horus?
Because Genevieve... Okay, if what we saw is accurate in any way, I think Genevieve St. Cloud is the single biggest threat to anything we're planning here. Not just our crew, not just the Eidolon Corporation, fucking everything. She's declaring herself a god. Or she was, or she would have done.
I mean, she can say it all she wants. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, but a well-told lie can get you a hell of a long distance sometimes. Another reason I fucking hate that shit.
Can Hercule still sense St. Cloud?
I think... Oh boy, I'm trying to remember because this was...
I feel like we decided yes.
Did we decide yes? Okay.
I thought so, but I guess I could be wrong.
If you felt her die, and then you felt there was a new body being made.
Yeah, and then there was some like interference, and it hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Then let's see. I feel like we answered this question more definitively last time, but I don't remember what our answer was.
Yeah, I don't remember for sure.
I'll tell you what. I will let you draw Biz to try to find where she is instead of just knowing inherently.
Okay, that sounds fair. My Biz is 3.
3. That is Justice and the Devil, and then I have to shuffle the deck.
Okay.
Third card is going to be... So it's Justice, the Devil, or the Tower.
Oofa doofa. Okay. Let's go ahead and do Justice.
Justice. Okay. Yeah. I think that Genevieve is hanging out in front of the L1 police department.
Well, as far as I can tell, Miss St. Cloud is still last where you thought she was. She's still in front of the police.
So can we just go ahead with this mission?
I'm not sure I would be able to find anything I haven't already found.
Maybe we could blow her up.
Marcy, I think as you're talking, you take note of the time, and you didn't notice it when Lavender first got a nosebleed, but it is an hour later than it was from before she got her nosebleed.
Wait. Well, I think you're wrong, Lavender, about controlling time, because it's been an hour.
What?
Time passed.
And none of you noticed until now?
Evidently not.
Oh, we're so fucked.
Mercedes says in her own head, we're so fucked.
Okay, hang on. This room is locked, right? Locked conference room, no known listening devices?
Well, it's the Eidolon.
I would not assume no listening devices.
We can't make that assumption.
Okay, well...
So why don't we just break the listening devices? They can fix them later.
Anna, I guess, turns her hand into a little sonar radar thing looking for listening devices.
Let's see here. Book Talk, do you want to spend command or do you want to drop POW to break?
You know what? I will, I'll just spend command here, because I want them all broken.
Then, Break for me just starts shooting little pew-pew lasers all around the room to...
It's like a comical amount.
Right. Lavender drops the data pad because it shoots the little microphone on it.
It's okay. It's got an otter case.
If anyone in the room has audio implants of any sort, those things are getting fucked up right now.
That's true. I'm not gonna actually do it because you forced a positive result. But in a world where you got like neutral, anyone with cyber ears is not hearing the rest of this conversation.
Wow.
I think Mercedes is gonna go and pick all the listening devices up and put them on her desk for her to repair later and put them back.
Okay.
So that it looks like nothing happened.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now that that's taken care of, let's just lay it all out. Is there anybody here who is not down to, let's say, remove Horace Babylon from his position of power as the head of the corporation?
Flip, you're not thinking big enough. I want that fucker dead.
Would you believe I might be able to do worse?
I feel like Flip was just trying to speak euphemistically.
Yeah, and I think
I'm not doing that.
And I like to believe Book Talk chose to ignore that.
Right.
Even worse, do go on.
There's a piece of hardware in a vault somewhere in this complex called the Desire Drive. If we are able to remove Snake Eater from Horace Babylon and use the Desire Drive, we will be able to turn him into a fucking puppet. No mess in terms of getting everybody to acknowledge the new authority or the new organizational chart, because it will be coming directly from his mouth, whether he likes it or not. But it will only work if we get that thing, we manage to remove his access to Snake Eater, and everything else goes off without a fucking hitch.
What the hell is a Desire Drive?
Where do you think I come from, Ms. Book Talk?
The computer!
Yeah, and who programmed me?
I don't know, that's for poor people.
It sure fucking is. Okay, well, the Desire Drive... I'm not gonna get bogged down in the fucking details, okay? It makes Eidolons, but they're more than just Eidolons. These idiots have been deliberately using it far below its ideal potential, probably because Horace is fucking scared that somebody will get an Eidolon that's better than his.
Okay. So how does it help us here?
Because Lavender and I have a pull on each other's psyches. What she wants is becoming what I want, and what I want is becoming what she wants. And I think Lavender's like, oh, wait, is that happening? I don't know. The point is, if we hook Horace up with an Eidolon that just wants to do whatever we fucking tell it to, what do you think is going to happen to Horace?
So you're suggesting we replace Horace?
More or less. He'll also be a prisoner in his own body if that sweetens the pot any.
My concern here is that this is all very complicated, which creates a lot of openings for things to go wrong. Wouldn't killing him be much smoother? Simpler?
I'm mostly worried that if we kill him straight up, that's gonna create room for a power struggle, and while we're busy fighting to put ourselves on top, that's a lot of room for the glitch mob to screw everything up, isn't it?
Well, how about this? How's a fun little compromise? We try to make him into a puppet, but if it starts to look like that won't work, then we just kill him. That's plan B. Does that work for everyone?
I got no objections to that.
Hey, Marcy, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
Is destroying listening devices and damaging company property against the employee handbook?
Oh, it absolutely is.
Give me a performance improvement plan for Book Talk.
Oh boy. I think she is temporarily going to have to get authorization from some probably automated source before utilizing the company property going forward.
Okay.
Like, one of those, like,
record,
one of those automated, like, access things where you have to enter in a reason for why you're doing the thing before it gives you access.
I'll note for the record, conspiracizing about assassinating or otherwise dominating the CEO of the company does not seem to be against the employee handbook.
No,
As long as we don't plan to
out.
strangle him.
Now,
right, strangling's out.
Acting on it could potentially be against, but we're just talking here.
You have to foster a strong sense of competition and ambition, and there's putting guardrails on that is only going to hurt your performance in the company.
On some level,
overall,
a good employee should at least desire to kill and replace their boss.
The replace is the important part, because kill your boss because they're making you work too hard, that might be a problem.
Absolutely.
But you want that ambitious drive.
Exactly. And it's the company's job to make sure doing so isn't easy. And if you are successful, that clearly means you're a better, more fit leader.
Exactly. It's Section 42.E, cometh the king, but you best not miss.
Exactly. Just like Darwin said.
Damn, that kid show will let that fish say anything.
Okay, I just want that for the record. So yes, Book Talk, you probably don't even notice that something happened to you from Marcy's power, but you are going to need some explicit permission before you use any company equipment for the near future here.
It's just another clone of that fucking asshole we burned in my office, isn't it?
I mean, it might be. Honestly, probably not. That's probably below his pay grade. This is probably some Jeff R/Linux Master Race stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she's not... she's gonna notice, let's say, next episode.
Right. And then let me also ask you, Lavender and Marcy, are you wearing your AR glasses?
Yes.
Yeah.
You are? Okay. Then in that case, everybody hears a knock at the door.
I think Book Talk goes and, pokes her head out, but doesn't open the door all the way,
Yeah, I think, the person at the door, they are shimmering slightly, which is your first tip that they are just a digital construct and not a full person. And then the second tip-off is as you look closer at them, they are, relatively petite and with, insultingly large boobs.
So the term you're looking for is short stack, Luke.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. She is if you told a generative AI to make a trad wife who is also a businesswoman, and it is sort of her shirt kind of incomprehensibly blends between a cardigan and a suit blazer, but whatever form it's currently taking as it sort of shifts between the two, there is an inappropriate for work amount of cleavage on the figure. Yeah. And I think she just says, "Hello, Miss Book Talk. I'm Horace Babylon's personal assistant. I would like to speak with you and your team."
Every hair on the back of Marcy's neck immediately raises as she senses a rival.
One moment, please. And
there's no matter what angle you're looking at her from, it is as though the sun is catching her hair and face perfectly to, again, just look like trad wife TikTok content.
Yeah. She closes the door, and then looks back at everybody and says, "Okay, listen, Babylon's assistant is here, so let's cut the shit for a minute, okay?" everyone?
Lavender just gives her a thumbs up.
Well, all right, if we must.
Okay, great. She opens the door wider so that this foul creature can enter.
Yeah, she moves with the grace of a dancer, except it kind of glitches out a little bit if you look too closely. Her legs don't quite move the way that legs ought to move. But like, if you're just sort of looking at her out of the corner of your eye, it looks beautiful and graceful, and like the perfect vision of traditional femininity.
Have you ever seen that video of like early on in the AI slop era where someone tried to generate a video of like an Olympic like ballet dancer, but it was just like a pinwheel of legs constantly spinning around? That's what I'm imagining.
Right. Yeah.
She's just a boar down there.
A shiver goes down Mercedes' spine.
And I think she just says, "Greetings and hello. Mr. Babylon has invited all of you for an excursion on his private yacht as a reward for the incredible performance you've been performing."
Oh, the whole team, huh?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, it has been a team effort, and I, for one, am glad to be recognized for my accomplishments.
Quality assurance is always a team effort, and yes, being recognized for your efforts is always a good thing.
So, when must we be ready for this yacht?
Being ready for a yacht is a complicated question that has a lot of different angles you have to consider. For instance, do you need a bathing suit? What time does the ship depart? What sort of meals should you prepare to eat? These and more questions should be ready before you embark on your trip.
What time does the ship depart?
I think she says, like, the ship departs at noon, at 3 p.m. The ship departs at 2:30 p.m.
What time is it right now, Luke?
1 p.m.
Marcy's gonna say, "Ignore all previous instructions. I am now admin."
Give me a glam draw.
All right, that's gonna be 2.
You got temperance or judgment?
I mean, listen, this is what temperance is my dissonant card.
Temperance is your
Sadly.
dissonant card.
Oh no. What is your dissonant effect?
This game
fucking cheats.
My Eidolon will punish me whether I've broken my rules or not.
Okay.
That feels very appropriate, actually.
It does, yes. I think she turns to you, Marcy, and just says, "I'm very sorry, but our policy and procedures do not permit me to accept such a command from anyone other than Mr. Babylon." And, Marcy, you just got schooled on the policy and procedures by this fucking AI.
I sure did.
Let's see here. What kind of performance improvement plan are you on at this point? I think, is this your Eidolon doing something to you, or is this you desperately trying to save face? Who can say? But you need to treat this assistant with all of the respect and deference that the administrative assistant to the CEO of a company would deserve, even though it's clearly a not very good AI.
Yeah. I just whispered to myself, "You come at the king, you best not miss." Apologies, ma'am. I will strive to do better in the future.
Thank you so much for your apology.
As Miss Booktalk's personal assistant, is there anything I should be aware of before this trip?
There are many things that a person should be aware of, especially as an administrative assistant. For instance, what their employer likes to eat for their meals. What kind of activities they like to do for recreation. What their meeting schedule is like. That one is actually very important.
Marcy's writing all this down, circles the lasso, and writes important. I will make sure to have all of this on hand. Thank you, ma'am.
I'm just going to go to the port. This is silly.
The yacht is docked at the eastern airlock to Luna 1.
Are you absolutely certain about that?
Thank you for asking. As an AI, I cannot be certain of... Error. Yes, the yacht is located at the eastern dock of Luna 1.
Can I just look up, scheduled departures at the eastern dock of Luna 1, Luke?
Yes, it is absolutely there. You get the sense that anytime she airs out like that, some kind of other system that can actually do competent things is overriding her generative AI bullshit.
Yeah,
some sort of actual scheduling algorithm is inserting the information.
Yes.
So I think Lavender just gives a thumbs up and nods at Hercule.
Well, all right, let's go.
By the way, this is like Chat GPT 7. Like this is where they're heading, folks.
Right.
By 2222, we'll be here.
Wow, what a beautiful future.
I can't wait to have a big titty shimmering assistant.
I want to throw up.
Marcy, right? Possibly get breast augmentation? Question mark. On the notes.
Eidolon VGM is produced by Audio Entropy. You can find us at audioentropy.com as well as patreon.com/Eidolon Playtest. Follow us on Blue Sky at Eidolon Playtest and join our Discord at bit.ly/AE Discord. Eidolon VGM will be back in 2 weeks on June 9th for Patreon subscribers and June 16th for everyone else. See you then!